So 9-4, not really an investment out here for Dart Monkeys. As CLG, they see a weakness, they see a chip in that armor, they go for it again.
Dart Monkeys rolling in with the wrong call as well, trying to go towards that stack at A. You're right, CLG does not want to invest more to learn anything new. They don't want to invest more to find angles that are kind of difficult to attack with. EMEA is going to be here, already rocking things down. It always seems like Han has someone to support. It's always picking the best angles to make 2v1s possible. It's just beautiful to watch from the side of CLG.
Yeah, and look at this. Amnesia can even stay out towards spawn with like no risk to herself. Even if she gets flanked here, she's fine because you can just teleport away, rendezvous back to a nice, safe, warm position. And Island, she's just trying to play for exits with the shorty, but I don't think she'll even be given an opportunity. Claudia on contact off the utility, and easy as that on the shutdown. CLG will find their 10th in what should be a nice little prime game of Flawless.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna set up the ninja defuse. Oh my god, but no.
Oh my god.
Giving Flawless. Coming in. Double digits for CLG on the board as well. It's looking good. A few more game changers, right? A few tournaments here and there too. Should be all fine. What I like from CLG though is not kind of showing off anything else in terms of the way they execute, not really changing things up completely and keeping info away from Dart. It kind of costs them though because they don't really set up entirely of what's going on. There's so much more to try to get map control and understand where the enemy team is playing. Once again, A heavy on the side of Dart Monkeys. They'll have this control, but what will they do with it as they lose control of Garage?
But here's the difference, right? These two teams are not the same. Well, it's a three-player commitment towards a lobby fight for Dart Monkeys. CLG's reply is very different. Early on, they ignore that space in A lobby. They're like, hey, Dart Monkeys, you can expel as much utility as you want. We'll just wait. We'll re-drone in towards the late round, and they actually don't find Island. So this angle now could be big.
Angle is more than big, more than huge. It's large for Island. Oh my god. 3 big picks, and Aldrone just denied. Han's there to clean it all up, but it's too much. Dart got so much value.
She's looking like a whole archipelago in that one. 3 frags picked up, round practically shut down from the onset here. This is how you deal with these anti-ecos, or these anti-bonus rounds, I should say. Don't give them too much respect. Don't give them space to play with. Fight for every inch, every morsel of this map. Dart Monkeys do it well.
Once again, it just seems it's kind of like, you know, that discount gimmick type round. Although very impressive, it's not off the back of some crazy control or some huge strat. It feels like CLG might just be giving it away to start that next round, going for a risky play, 2v1 onto long. When it comes to, at least for me, the confidence in Dart Monkeys for the rest of the half, I still haven't gained too much information on what CLG really is going to want to do, how things are going to roll, and now there might be a little bit more damage under that economy. Not too much, as Grimoire does wrap everything up with a nice...
G plants the spike, dashes back on away. You play the post with your Brim utility and with the breach setup as well. Their comp is really, really good in those situations, and thus far from what they've seen, they don't really know that too much is going on towards B. Early on, they know that Killjoy is Garage and C covering that space.
Weakness is going to be towards that mid side overall. Result of that weakness too, after, is just it takes so long for Dart Monkeys to rotate from A all the way to C on that retake. Time is not on their side.
Interesting paranoia usage. They commit the paranoia and then the drone as well for this A lobby fight. This feels like too much utility for such a small area of the map. Sure, that space is fantastic to hold on to, but CLG, again, they're fine to wait. They have util to re-clear in towards the late round. Island, okay, maybe biting off a little more than she can chew there, but still, Autumn fighting back on through.
Definitely a mouthful of a round all the way over towards A. Felt like I was watching a Haven DM actually take place with people spawning in. That side is always looking so active in the warm-up. Now we'll see what's left of the round on the other side of the map. 1v1 on the board, or 1v2, excuse me. EMEA versus SK and Autumn. There's only one person towards this side of the map. This is the advantage of that widespread.
I don't know.
Overall. Okay, hold up. EMEA with 1, and kind of understands what the second is. Unfortunately, the read correct. The play a little bit ambitious, getting in the Garage. That'll be a wrap-up for Dart. Starts to go down fast. Fault line will come in though to make sure Island has a little bit of an opening to take a shot, but Amesia's there. Recon to help her out a little bit. A 3-man operation and Rolling Thunder after the fact as well. Bungie's on that site. CLG are now starting to move fast and they have control.
Look what's in the retake here, though. Hunter's Fury for Autumn. Does he get committed? Yeah, she'll attempt to deny this plant, but Claudia just waits. Her goal of the tap was to bait out the ult. She's done so. A couple tags to connect there onto Han and Rise, so damage dealt. They're actually going fast in this retake. Already a fight for Bunny B out towards Hell. That ult, she's past it. She's ahead, and she is finding impact. SK, the one to go massive, but Bunny B, they're the star. They're the one in the forefront. 3 frags for them to pick on up, and a defuse to come on through. Impeccable in the retake there for Dart Monkeys. Clap back on Dart Monkeys, a 7th round now. They are making themselves an opponent to be respected.
Fast garage take this time. Setup though to help out. Maybe overall they're going to be looking good, backing all the way up. But Bungie's on the fast fade towards them, so close, and nice shots, double for Bungie. That's just so much value. That shouldn't be possible. The Blaze Storm wasn't even active just yet. That's all off of a Sheriff.
Do you even go for this retake now if you're Dart Monkeys? Their money is still very, very brittle. Sure, Autumn will be able to buy in towards the next, but I am not so sure about the rest of these players. SK wants to fight for it. Flash ready in towards Garage.
Money looking down. Potential for the funny plays to come, though. Flashpoint there. Dodge completely.
That's funny.
Amnesia in the middle of a comedy show. That's going to be so unfortunate overall. Now, a 3v3 is definitely possible.
But look what's available still in towards this post plant. Brim Molly, that goes in, that buys time, and the Hunter's Fury 2 could be big. Rise just has to keep Claudia alive. Claudia just has to live, and Rise, she's done her job. The bodyguard at the door shuts down a thrifty round for CLG.
Down, then it's Rise inviting conflict towards her cubby. She owns it, claps back entirely. So that's what it really was.
What are they looking at? What are they looking at? Bunny B just staring behind, trying to shoot that dart. But again, CLG's util on those executes is just so good.
Pay attention to that scoreboard. 11-7. Yes, darts rounds might be a little bit more memorable when they roll in, but once again, it's that explosiveness versus the consistency. CLG is looking so good on these passive rounds, on the rounds between in the middle. No matter how much, fun a round is to watch, no matter how it ends, even the boring ones count the same towards the scoreboard, and it's CLG winning those over and over.
I love that from Amnesia. Small commitment, get rid of that trademark, back on away. Immediately you see the reply coming on through, or excuse me, not the trademark, the alarm bot instead, of course. But now the reply, Dart Monkeys have to completely re-clear through B, but they're clearing deep.
This shift, though, kind of a U overall from the players on the side of CLG as they take control of the map. Dart Monkeys go into the dip in the middle. A little bit of conflict over at A shore, but I'm still paying attention to mid. Flank all the way over to Garage. Amisha hears the footsteps and the spray is there. She does not expect the third. Island picks it up, and suddenly it's a 2v2.
Does Grimoire want to fight this one? She's alone on this site and will just concede that space. Should come down to a retake here, but crucially, Rise is one off that orbital strike after getting that plant, and Claudia already with the Hunter's Fury to work with. If Rise grabs a frag here, this post plant gets very, very potent, and you see the Dart Monkeys realize that. I think they're going to try and go fast here off the plant.
Has 3 Sky Smokes available and the Incendiary. Nice choice to block off all of CT, not just the preliminary walkouts. Island now off of from the shadows, goes in the distraction. It's nice. Wind and darkness to find one pick onto Rise, and now it's a 2v1.
Okay, Claudia, 1 versus 2 here. She has utility, but she'll just look to take the fight too much to muster. Island takes her on down. A 3K across the round for the Jet, and Dart Monkeys grabbing their 8.
Huge for Dart, huge for the momentum, especially, but CLG, they're not looking to slow down, straight towards C, looking for the info. Understand that when it's this setup, it's just one player overall on that back site. They can just dash in, take one fight, and make sure it's good night for the site of Dart Monkeys. But this time, Bunny B, they're going to back up, not going to take the ego fight immediately, and make sure it's a 5v5 retake for this fight.
And this is a similar setup to what we've seen before. That A lobby fight in towards the drone forward, but what they might not be accounting for is Amnesia. She's done this once before, and you see Claudia baiting in. Amnesia's position to be so big here, spots the gun. That first one is free, and even a Hunter's Fury to nullify this Killjoy lockdown. It was a great idea to commit that one to buy time, but again, it's Amnesia. She holds the line, adds a second layer of defense. You want to get into this site, well, you have to pass the moat to even begin to touch that castle, and Dart Monkeys, they just see it as too much. They'll back away. A save in this one.
The rest of the team taking a plane all the way to Seaside. Amnesia, still the mom left at the airport, home alone. I mean, it's just tough. Like, there's nothing you can really do. You can expect that angle as well. I thought that CLG might be in trouble having to be forced to using that Hunter's Fury, right? All the way for the lockdown. They're saving that team. They have to do this with just their rifles, and they haven't really done that before.
And again, it's this utility for the A lobby fight. No one to follow it up, no one to receive. CLG knows that that's going to be happening each and every round, so they wait. They're patient. They initially clear space over towards mid. They leave the trip out towards C, and then they're just going to double back in towards A. This game has been played out time after time, and again, it's going to be CLG to win out on the map control.
CLG, right, I know they know a lot about finance as well when it comes to playing these rounds and tracking economy. They understand that some players are going to be weak on the side of Dart Monkeys. They're taking things slow. They're expecting the double ups. They're waiting for the rage, the explosiveness. They're going to temper it down. A fault line with a dash in. Not going to be a flash. It doesn't even need it. Going to be good for Bungie. She's looking so nice on these big takes. Grimoire, though, going huge, and the flank is expected from Claudia. The double as well from map point to match point. CLG, take it.